All right, y'all. Bet, man. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. We in here, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Salute to the NBA community, man. I'm Seven Mitchell, and you guys are now rocking with the best. This is the best of seven sports talk. Salute again to the NBA community. We about to get started on this whole Kyrie story. I just checked out an article from some executives in the NBA. I definitely want to talk about that. Couple things we need to tap into before we get into the story. First of all, if you enjoyed today's video, as you can see, you can support me and the network by sending some stars. Stars, of course, will help earn income to make more content out here in these NBA streets. You already know the vibes. Also, boys and girls, make sure to follow me on social media. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, as well as here on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Become a member of the Best of Seven Sports Talk here on YouTube. Join today. Just started the membership option feature for you guys. So I will have exclusive content only for members. So definitely follow me on social media and definitely become a member today. So let's get into this story, man, because a couple executives believe that Kyrie Irving is going to actually re-sign with the Brooklyn Nets in the offseason. I don't know, bro. This is interesting, man. Does Kyrie actually re-sign with this team after everything that they done went through, man? I want to break this thing down into a couple different elements, fan. Number one, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of Kyrie signing or re-signing to the Brooklyn Nets? Let's get into that. Number one. Now, Kyrie Irving on his career, he's played with the Brooklyn Nets for 4 seasons, right? You look at availability, games played for Kyrie Irving and in Brooklyn. In 2019, he only played 20 of 82 games. 2020, he played 54 of 82 games. Last year, Kyrie played 29 games out of the 82 game season. And in 2022, he so far played 32. So when you talk about availability for Kyrie, it has definitely been up and down to say the least. He is still a baller. There's no doubt about that. But this year in particular, especially starting with the whole offseason, it's been a real rocky road for Kyrie Irving individually, let alone the Brooklyn Nets as an organization. And I feel like a lot of times, man, that front office led by Joe Tsai and Sean Marks, I feel like they really turned their back on Kyrie Irving. I mean, they done took money out this man's pocket. They suspended him for multiple games, no pay. Of course, we had the situation with the documentary link being tweeted out and how much backlash Kyrie got for that. And the Brooklyn Nets, as a front office, never really stood for Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? They never really stood for Kevin Durant at certain points. I remember when KD demanded the trade to get Steve Nash out initially, and Joe Tsai, he was siding with the GM, he was siding with the head coach. So in Brooklyn, we have watched Kyrie Irving, one of the superstars in the league, honestly, bro, never get any respect from this organization in the 4 seasons that he's been there. And then you look on the flip side, you got to ask yourself, well, how much respect does Kyrie actually deserve? Because look at the availability in Brooklyn, he has definitely been up and down. So when you look at the advantages and disadvantages for Kyrie to resign with the Brooklyn Nets, I mean, the advantages is clear as day. You still linked up with Kevin Durant, one of the top 5 best players in the world right now. As long as KD can stay healthy, Brooklyn definitely have a chance. When you think about it, Brooklyn was in second place in the Eastern Conference right before KD had went down. You guys remember they won that 12-game winning streak. They picked up Ben Simmons, and what Ben Simmons was bringing to the table really helped the nucleus of Kyrie, KD, and the rest of the Brooklyn Nets. So everything was working at a point for Brooklyn with Kyrie. So the advantages would definitely be being linked up with one of the best players in the world. But man, the disadvantages is just the X factors. Ben Simmons not being aggressive and being offensively aggressive when it's needed. Kevin Durant. Now we got to consider what is his health and stability looking like. KD was out 6 weeks just last year with an injury. So, with KD being out a month, Brooklyn right now are on a 2-game losing streak. They just suffered a loss to the OKC Thunder. And for what it's worth, man, Kyrie Irving has not really played well. He's not really played well. He didn't play last night against the Spurs, but the game before that, he played 38 minutes against OKC in that loss. He only scored 15 points. He was struggling from the field. He shot 7 to 20 from the field. The game before that against Boston, he played 38 minutes, 29 points on the night, but he shot 10 of 21 from the field. And if I'm not mistaken, Kyrie Irving is 1-7 versus the Boston Celtics since he stomped on the Celtics logo back in the day. Y'all remember that? Disadvantages clearly just you don't know. You don't have no support from the front office. You don't know how healthy KD is going to be. So those things really give me cause to pause when we talk about what are the advantages and disadvantages for Kyrie to resign with this team. Then you talk about number 2, the leadership role. With all due respect, has Kyrie Irving ever been considered a leader? Has he ever had a real opportunity to become a leader? And how did that actually work in your guys' eyes? And I'm talking going all the way back to the days of playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So you got Cleveland. He played with Cleveland for 6 seasons? He played for Boston with 2 and with Brooklyn now in his 4th season with the Nets. My thing about the Boston Celtics experience is that he wasn't healthy. I would have considered Kyrie a leader in that period, but he wasn't healthy. Boston actually did better without Kyrie than they did with Kyrie overall when you look at it. And, he didn't show that much leadership in Boston. He was young in Cleveland. Then LeBron James came. Of course, you're not going to be, the top dog, the locker room guy, the leader of any squad that LeBron James is on. And then you link up with Kevin Durant coming over to Brooklyn. And for the most part, KD is definitely a better player than you. KD doesn't never really campaign to be a leader. KD just wants the ball. So you kind of think, okay, maybe the Brooklyn Nets is the opportunity for Kyrie Irving to become that leader in the locker room, the undisputed leader in the locker room when it comes to a team that he's played for. But I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I think his teammates respect him, but he gets so much backlash. Everything he does, everybody put that microscope on him. And when he tries to speak out as a leader, it seems like everybody just keep like pushing him and throwing shots. So, the leadership role for Kyrie Irving has been an iffy one in his whole career when you think about it. I don't think it's really a big deal. I do think that he is a leader, in a sense. I'm not sure about leading the team, but as far as, standing up for something, speaking out, Kyrie Irving definitely give me that type of energy and vibe. But the backlash from it results in no progress usually when we're talking about Kyrie overall. Karma for the Nets. Last thing I want to talk about when we discuss about these executives feeling like Kyrie Irving is going to re-sign with this team. What is for real, I believe there's other places, other markets that Kyrie Irving can go and be maybe successful. But the stigma that Kyrie Irving has right now, unfortunately, I think is going to stay around no matter what team in this whole association Kyrie goes to. He's going to be labeled kind of a problem child or a black sheep. What are the chances of Kyrie Irving opting out of this Brooklyn Nets team this season in the offseason? What's the chances of him linking up with another top 5 player? Where would he go if he doesn't re-sign with Brooklyn? and have someone to play with the caliber of Kevin Durant. I don't think the Lakers aren't going to be able to afford him as a free agent. Kyrie and Kawhi Leonard, I don't know. That's kind of iffy. Kyrie and Giannis, you think Kyrie would go link up with Giannis or I don't know, maybe go play with Luka? How would Kyrie and Luka be? Would that actually work in Dallas? I'm just trying to think of places Kyrie Irving can go and play with someone with the caliber of a Kevin Durant and really have a chance to actually win another Larry O'Brien trophy, because re-signing with Brooklyn is a safe bet. The only problem is the Eastern Conference have gotten so tough over these last 2 seasons. It's kind of a toss-up. There's no team that's just like going to be able to walk away in the Eastern Conference. I know Boston has pretty much led the way for the year, but it's really a toss-up with the Milwaukees and the Miamis and, the Brooklyn. I mean, you even look at the Knicks, how well the Knicks are playing on both ends of the court. It's real. It's definitely real. So I think at the end of the day, man, Kyrie Irving has some big decisions to make. But I was surprised when I heard the story today that a lot of the executives in the NBA believe that he's going to actually re-sign with the Brooklyn Nets, bro. I don't know, man. I really got to talk to the bosses if he's thinking about re-signing with this team. I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I think players, superstars can deal with winning and losing to a point. But when your front office don't got your back, when your co-defendant can't stay on the court and be healthy, and then y'all bringing this guy, Ben Simmons, who has all the talent in the world, but it seems like he's scared to do the things that's needed. Kyrie can't, I don't know what type of move Kyrie could do as far as public relations that'll make him look like a good guy. Like, that's why I said everywhere Kyrie goes, he's going to be looked at the same way, I believe. So, it's iffy, but we definitely going to keep our eyes and our ears open when the discussion comes out about Kyrie Irving. Will he actually re-sign with the Brooklyn Nets in the offseason? A lot of NBA executives feel like he will re-sign with this team. I just, for whatever reason, just don't see it. I got to talk to the bosses. I'm just kind of blown away that Kyrie would even consider going back to this team the way he was kind of being snaked throughout this whole season. Seven Mitchell in the building, man. Make sure you guys follow me everywhere on social media. Become a member of the Best of Seven Sports Talk today. Most importantly, y'all guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think about Kyrie Irving possibly re-signing with the Brooklyn Nets in the offseason. Is that a safe move? Is that a smart move? Just knowing the whole roller coaster ride that the Brooklyn Nets have went through since last offseason, looking at the disrespect and the lack of support that the front office have given Kyrie this season, suspending him for multiple games, taking money out of his pocket. Are you guys surprised that Kyrie Irving would actually consider re-signing with this Brooklyn Nets team at the end of the season if they do not win the Larry O'Brien trophy, man? Just some food for thought. I'm Seven Mitchell. You guys are now rocking with the best. This is Best of Seven Sports Talk. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit that notification bell. Y'all know how we rocking here in the NBA community. I'll catch you guys live tomorrow here on the Best of Seven here at YouTube. Stay safe, y'all, and I'm out. Peace.